A clay jar sat sealed in the same English family's attic for 300 years, Kading. And the one rule passed down with it was specific, absolute, and eventually broken. Not in the way horror movies prepare you for. No dramatic resurrection, no thunderstorm, no ancient ritual chanted by desperate believers. Just ashes. Moving. Breathing. Choosing. The legend of the Witch of Caldermore has haunted northern England for centuries. In 1723, a woman named Elspeth Vein was convicted of witchcraft following a series of unexplained deaths in her village. Livestock vanished overnight. Children reported seeing a woman made entirely of smoke walking through their walls. 3 witnesses claimed she could extinguish candles simply by looking at them. She was burned at the crossroads on a cold November morning. But here is the part the history books quietly skip over. Her ashes were never scattered, never buried. A local family, the Greyhallow line, kept them sealed inside a clay vessel, passing it down through generations with one singular instruction: never open it after dark. In 1891, someone did. A traveling scholar named Edmund Fitch, convinced the whole thing was superstition, pried open the vessel during a candlelit evening just to prove a point. The accounts from that night described something extraordinary. The ashes rose in a column, dense and deliberate, forming a silhouette that witnesses said looked unmistakably feminine. Then it simply walked through the wall and disappeared into the countryside. Edmund Fitch never spoke again after that night. Now here is where psychology becomes genuinely fascinating. Across dozens of different cultures and centuries, shadow figures consistently appear in folklore, in sleep paralysis accounts, and in trauma-related hallucinations. Researchers call these dark presence phenomena. The human brain, under extreme stress or fear, can construct a sensory experience so vivid it leaves physical traces in memory identical to a real event. But that does not explain the ashes moving. It does not explain why, when the Greyhallow vessel was examined in 1923 by a paranormal investigator named Clara Bassett, the clay interior contained scorch marks that formed the shape of a human hand pressing outward from the inside. Something wanted out. The most chilling element of the Elspeth Vein legend is not the fire or the ashes or the shadow. It is the specificity. Every recorded encounter with the shadow figure describes the same detail. It tilts its head to one side, slowly, as if studying you, as if recognizing you from somewhere you cannot remember. That is not random. That is intention. Shadow entities built from ash occupy a unique space in supernatural lore because they carry memory. Fire does not erase consciousness according to certain esoteric traditions. It concentrates it, strips everything away except the purest, most essential will to exist. Elspeth Vein had 300 years inside that vessel. Imagine what 300 years of wanting sharpens itself into. The vessel currently sits in a private collection, sealed. The current owner reportedly refuses to enter the room after sunset. Smart decision. Because whatever Elspeth Vein is now, she is not a ghost. Ghosts are echoes. She is something that learned to want again, and she has already waited 3 centuries. She can wait for you too.